in San Jose at the Earthquakes Avaya Stadium. It was a big game today as they're on their way to try to make the playoffs, and they ended up in a 1-1 tie with the Montreal Impact. Looked like they were going to take this for a win after Wondolowski scored in the first half with a bullet and gave them the 1-point lead. Then Montreal got a red card, and it looked like San Jose was just going to walk this in, but it wasn't the case. Montreal came back and scored in the second half, and San Jose, even with the red card, they couldn't put it away and they couldn't come back. They tried hard. We talked to Coach Kinnear, and he talked about how they lost the chance for the comeback and how it was very disappointing for them not to be able to get the win after Montreal got a red card, and they end up with only 2 points in the last 3 games as they're edging for a place in the playoffs.
I think we all saw it. It's 2 guys going for a ball that we should have handled a little bit better than we did, and then the guy, slyly whips in a shot instead of a cross, and David gets caught leaning. So I'm sure he'll put his hand up like he will and like he already done. But in the manner that got there in the first place it's for me, it's very frustrating.
So we talked a week ago at Philadelphia. You said one of the things that you want to work on is cutting out the turnovers in deeper positions, and it seems like there were a lot of turnovers in deep positions tonight. Is that something that you feel like you haven't made progress on, or?
Yes and no. We've been inconsistent. So, it's like anything. You're striving for perfection, right? In a human world, and some days you're good, some days you're not. So, and at times today we were good, and at times we weren't. So. It's not just that. You're working on everything every day, whether it's be finishing or goalkeepers coming up for a cross or defenders clearing. And I've said it since day one. I think Elliot and Jeff could probably back me up. It's like striving for consistency, and we're still striving for it.
You talked in the past about pushing the ball up the field quickly to draw teams out that are dropping back and sort of that shell. Do you feel that you did that today, or was that a point of where you needed some work on that?
We needed some work on that tonight, Matt. I thought at times we did. They did sit in and try to frustrate us, and it succeeded in the end. In that particular time, a lot of numbers are in the middle. I think that's when we became our own worst enemies. We were trying to force balls in that area in front of their back 4, and they were catching us on the break at times. And we talked about this yesterday, about how they kind of sit in and look to break. We did get some opportunities, but I thought overall our play was about right in between. It was good, and it was a little flat. Be okay. I think at this point of the year, Jeff, you really can't dwell. I will say going to that road trip, Kansas City and DC, I think everyone's probably going, man, the Quakes are in trouble. We're getting nothing out of this. So kind of funny how that week it was like, hey, we got 6 points out of this when you think we're going to get nothing. Now it's like, and this is what I will say, you can't count on anything. Nothing's guaranteed. It's like we have home games. Yeah, we have home games, but you look across the other side of the locker room, that team's fighting for a playoff spot too, and they're going to try to do everything they can to get a positive result. And to get 2 points out of 9, it's a huge disappointment. And I knew that question was coming, and I knew that I had it in not the back of my mind, it's in the front of my mind, because you're sitting there going, we did such a great road trip. Now we come home, you beat LA, and in these last 3, it's like, it's a big bump in the road.
Short turnaround from the Seattle game, now another short one. You travel all the way to New York. How do you reset with your players going to New York City?
There's a button in there that I push. It's called reset. Nothing. You just have to see how guys are feeling physically, and then just trust in the guys that we'll get the job done. There's really nothing more I could tell you. I didn't go in there and throw anything or point fingers and throw some F-bombs. My point was, hey, we all have to want this together in a real bad way, and let's get ready for Saturday. Yeah, at 1-0 and a red card, should we have killed the game off? I think everyone in this room would probably say, yeah, you probably should have. It didn't happen. The turnaround's too quick for us to look back and go, well, I should have done this. It's like, no, we have to do this now.
Is it a reflection of the team that you don't go in there and yell at them and turn on the hairdryer, the Sir Alex Ferguson
Don't say
treatment?
hairdryer in my presence. Don't have any.
My apologies. But is it just that you trust the group to be a veteran group to know what they need to do, and therefore you don't need to get on them on that way?
I've seen with my own eyes how good they can play. You know, so there's fact out there that I should have confidence in them and belief in them, and I do.
Once again, this is Brendan Anderson signing off from Avaya Stadium with the San Jose Earthquakes tie with the Montreal Impact, 1-1. We'll see you next time.